Several other stars are extension eligible this offseason, including a pair of key Knicks. Mikal Bridges is eligible for a 4-year, $156 million extension, just 1 year left on that deal. And Cat has a couple years left, but he can extend for another 3 years if he declines that player option. So let's stick with the New York Knicks because my friend Tim here covers them heavily. The Knicks made some really aggressive moves. They got Cat, they got Bridges, but are they going to pony up the cash to keep them around?
We'll see what happens with the Knicks this summer. They're in an interesting spot, as you mentioned. Mikal Bridges, 1 year left on his deal for about $24 million. He become an unrestricted free agent next summer. I think there's more urgency to try to get something done with him because of the fact that he will be a free agent next summer where there is a lot of cap space around the league, and there are not a lot of guys to spend it on. And Mikal Bridges, while he might not necessarily be worth the several draft picks the Knicks gave up for him, is a guy on the wing who's a 3-and-D player on the wing. Every team in the league is looking for that. You can plug and play him in all sorts of situations. So I think getting something done with him will be good for the Knicks if they can to try to lock him in long term. The Karl-Anthony situation is interesting. As you said, he could sign a 3-year extension potentially this summer. He's got 2 years left plus a player option for $61 million. A little less of a need to get something done right away. But the Knicks obviously like their group together. They're trying to build forward in the East. And with all the injuries that have happened, it's really the Knicks and the Cavs and everybody else out in the Eastern Conference.
100%. DDJ, let's get to you because this version of the Knicks are tied with the Cavs, as he was alluding to, for the best odds to win the Eastern Conference. Is this the core that can get the Knicks over the hump?
It's got to be. I mean, this needs to be the core that gets them there this year. I mean, this has laid out for them perfectly. There's no Celtics, there's no Tatum, there's no Halliburton, there's no Pacers. Giannis and the Bucks are probably not going to be factors. It's really this team and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And if you're the Knicks, you say, hey, the Cavaliers have not gotten to that Eastern Conference Finals. They have not shown themselves in the playoffs. We made the conference finals last year. We have a core. We got the coach that we asked for. We wanted to get rid of Tibbs. We have Brunson. We have Cat. We have another year of them together. We better get to the finals because it is laid out perfectly for us to have this first chance to do this century. So this core needs to be the one that gets them there.
I agree. And it needs to be on the back of Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns is why the Knicks should lock in and focus on extending Karl-Anthony Towns. That's the best. Karl-Anthony Towns is the best big man they've had since Patrick Ewing, right? He's still a top 5 big in the NBA right now. Like all NBA last year, All-Star last year. And although he had trouble defensively against the Pacers, he still put up some great numbers in the Eastern Conference Finals. So when you look at what they could do together, right, they have a year under their belt. Last year, they were one of the best pick-and-roll duos in the NBA. You lock in Karl-Anthony Towns. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Mikal Bridges could wait. You go ahead and lock in one of those guys. You got Jalen Brunson. You locked them in last summer, and then you continue to build off of that. Everybody else around those two, except for the exception of OG Anunoby, are auditioning, right? Mikal Bridges, he got to come with it and come better. Obviously, him and Tom Thibodeau didn't see eye to eye. We saw some of the statements, some of the meetings that they had last postseason. Now, you got a new coach in Mike Brown. Let's see what you bring to the table on a consistent basis.
I don't know if our crack producers can pull back up the numbers on the odds to win the Eastern Conference on the screen that they showed before, but with the Boston Celtics having Jason Tatum out for the year, with the Indiana Pacers having Tyrese Halliburton out for the year and losing Miles Turner in free agency, you had the 3rd and 4th odds last year, as you see right here, thanks to our producers. The Orlando Magic, who have not won a playoff series since 2010, when Dwight Howard lost to Perk in the Celtics in the conference finals in Game 6, which I was at. And listen, I was there for it. It was a great game. And the fourth favorite are the Atlanta Hawks, who did not make the playoffs.
Yeah, it's wide
season.
open.
It's not wide open. Those two teams at the top, they are way ahead of the field, right? For both the Knicks and the Cavs, this is the opportunity they have to take advantage of. Both these teams have young cores that they put together that they thought had long runways. They did not think the runway was going to get this clear this fast with the Celtics being out of the way and with the Pacers being out of the way because of injuries. For both the Knicks and the Cavs, as I believe David said earlier, the urgency is now to get to the NBA Finals and give yourself a chance to win a championship because these opportunities do not come along very often. You're never going to have a better chance than they both do this year.
Yep, great stuff.
NBA,